Hey folks, Mobile Geezer here with this week's edition of Geezer Bits for Sunday, May 6th, 2018. So if I look a little red today, it's because I was out in the sun quite a bit today. Went out and did my 20 miles on my bicycle. So hopefully I'm not too shiny. So last week, the Sprint T-Mobile merger was announced right after I had recorded last week's Geezer Bits. So that's what I'm starting with this week, and it's still the biggest story we've had in the last week. So Sprint and T-Mobile came to an agreement, and it's sounding very much like that's kind of a done deal. Even though it still needs government approval, a lot of people are thinking this time the merger is going to go through. So Marcelo Claure of Sprint, the CEO of Sprint, was named the COO for the newly formed Softbank group. Now, Softbank, of course, is the Japanese company that's the major owner in Sprint. But T-Mobile will still be in charge of the new company with John Legere still as the COO. So in that regard, it sounds more like a takeover than a merger. But I gather that Softbank in Japan is a big mover in the entire 5G push forward. And that seems to be a lot of what this merger was all about, because both John Legere and Marcelo Claure are really talking a lot about 5G, and they think that's the future of their business, and that's where their growth is going to come from. So how everybody feels about the merger, I'm not even sure how I feel about it, but we're all just hoping that things are going to be as good for we consumers as they say it's going to be. So we'll see how that goes. Next up, of course, the LG G7 ThinQ was announced this week on May 2nd, which was Wednesday. And you can see videos for it all over the place. I think most of those videos have pre-release software. They probably don't have final software on any of those phones, and some of them have talked about that. Pricing has yet to be specified, but a lot of people are thinking this one's going to be $900 or above. So we'll see what happens when they release the phone and give us the pricing. Right now, Sprint announced that you can pre-order from them on May 25th, and it'll be available June 1st. Even US Cellular got in on it, and they say you'll be able to get it from them on June 1st. Verizon pre-orders open May 24th. AT&T is not going to have the LG G7 ThinQ at all. And they're supposed to be having their own exclusive from LG. Right now, a lot of people think it's going to be called the V35. And that'll be coming without a notch. So that should make some people happy, but nobody's sure exactly what AT&T is getting, but they're not taking part in the whole ThinQ thing with the G7. And just a little bit of an update. This week, Huawei and ZTE phones have been banned from being sold on all U.S. military bases, meaning nobody in the military can buy any of their phones. You might be tired of hearing about it, but there seems to be some little new piece of news every single week. So I just wanted to keep you abreast of what was going on with them. Also this week, HTC tweeted out that the HTC U12 is coming on May 23rd. Actually, they just tweeted out this photo with the date showing on it, but that got a lot of people excited. And of course, like many others, I picked the HTC U11 as my phone of the year for last year. So we're all pretty excited about it. I probably won't pick it up for a few months because of the pricing, but I'll probably get it before the end of the year. And the last thing I had this week was the Nokia 6. since HMD Global has been putting out the new Nokia line. They're doing pretty good with their comeback, and Nokia seems to be doing kind of okay. But the Nokia stuff generally does not come to the US, and the Nokia 6 specifically, we were told when it was announced, was not coming to the US. But this week we found out the Nokia 6 will be coming to the US, and it should be around $270. Yes, it's a mid-range phone with a Snapdragon 630 processor, USB Type-C, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and that might be one that I'd be looking to get a hold of. But so far it's not available anywhere yet, but it should be coming soon. So if you'd like to get your hands on a Nokia phone, or if you've even tried the new Nokia phones, this may be one you're interested in. So that's all I have for this week, folks. As always, comments are welcome. Thanks for watching. Yeah.